Greetings to all who join us in this new video from In Solidum Lawyers. We live in an era of constant change and evolution. Every day, in some corner of our country and the world, a new idea emerges, a new design is drafted, a revolutionary invention is conceived, or a literary piece is written. These expressions of human intellect, which turn out to be valuable assets, require a legal structure to provide them with security and protection. Intellectual property is not just about giving credit where it's due, but also serves as a tool to promote innovation, economic development, and technology transfer. Without the guarantees offered by intellectual property law, we might find ourselves in a scenario where creators will be afraid to share their works, and innovation will stagnate. That's why intellectual property law holds unique relevance in our modern society. In Ecuador, we have robust institutions and updated legal frameworks that back and protect manifestations of human genius. Specifically, the National Service for Intellectual Rights, SENADI, plays a crucial role in managing and protecting these rights, while the Organic Code for a Social Economy of Knowledge, Creativity, and Innovation, or Código Ingenios, stands a fundamental role, clearly outlining the rights and duties concerning intellectual property. Today, we want to take you on a journey through this exciting field of law, unravel its mysteries, and highlight its importance in the social and economic fabric of our country. Intellectual property law is much more than just a set of rules in a book. It's the manifestation of society's appreciation of acknowledgement of the brilliant ideas and creations of the human intellect. These creations, which may result from a moment of inspiration or years of research and hard work, cover a wide range from literary pieces, musical compositions, and artworks to technological innovations, industrial designs, and commercial marks such as brands. Essentially, intellectual property law is the branch of law that protects and regulates these creations, giving them a kind of protective cloak so that those who create them can enjoy and benefit from their genius. In Ecuador, guided by SENADI and the legal framework of the Código Ingenios, we ensure that these rights are not only recognized, but also effectively protected and defended. This area of law not only safeguards the creation itself, but in doing so encourages innovation, progress, and culture. Imagine a world where artists, inventors, or scientists were afraid to share their creations for the lack of protection. It will be a world without development or expression. Therefore, beyond the laws, intellectual property law represents a society's commitment to its culture, its innovation, and its future. The importance of intellectual property law lies in its ability to recognize, protect, and foster human brilliance and ingenuity. Imagine for a moment dedicating years of your life to research, innovate, or create a unique work. Wouldn't you want some assurance or guarantee that your effort and dedication will be valued and protected? This is where intellectual property law comes into play. On the other hand, intellectual property law guarantees creators, be they musicians, writers, inventors, or designers, exclusive rights over their creations. These exclusive rights serve as a seal of ownership, ensuring that only the creator or those who, with their permission, can use, distribute, or modify that creation or a certain period. This isn't just a matter of justice and recognition, it also provides economic incentives. After all, if you know your inventions or work can yield financial benefits, wouldn't you be more inclined to create and innovate? On the other hand, by ensuring these rights, we're also nurturing an ecosystem in which innovation and culture thrive. People feel motivated or to think outside the box, innovate, and express themselves. This in turn leads to social and economic progress, bringing benefits to society at large. In Ecuador, under the oversight of Senadi and within the framework of the Código Ingenios, we actively work to ensure that this balance between protection and progress is maintained. We understand that intellectual property law is not just a legal tool, but a pillar for the sustainable cultural and economic development of our country. The Senadi, fully known as the National Service of Intellectual Rights, plays a central role in intellectual property protection structure in Ecuador. But what does this exactly mean? First, it's important to understand that intellectual property in its various forms requires a body to regulate, ensure its protection, and promote its respect. This is where Senadi comes into play. This agency is responsible for managing intellectual rights in Ecuador, which involves a range of crucial responsibilities and tasks. On one hand, Senadi is in charge of the registration and concessions of intellectual property rights. This means if an inventor has a new patent, an author wants to register a work, or a company wishes to protect a brand, they must approach Senadi. Through this registration, the holder obtains legal recognition and protection for their creation or invention. Moreover, this entity has the task of promoting the culture of protecting intellectual rights among citizens and businesses in Ecuador. This involves educating and raising awareness about the importance of respecting registered works, inventions, and brands, as well as the benefits that this brings to the country's cultural and economic development. Last but not least, Senadi also has a surveillance and auditing function. It ensures that the granted rights are respected, and in the event that infringement or violations are identified, it takes appropriate action to protect the rights of the holder. This can range from resolving conflicts between parties to applying penalties in cases of misuse. In general terms, Senadi is not only the go-to point for everything related to intellectual rights in Ecuador, but is the stronghold ensuring creators, inventors, and entrepreneurs' rights are respected and promoted throughout the national territory. The Ingenios Code, whose name is Organic Code of the Social Economy of Knowledge, Creativity, and Innovation, is more than just a law. It's the backbone of the protection and promotion of intellectual rights in Ecuador. To understand its significance, it's vital first to recognize that in an era where knowledge and creativity are development pillars, there's a need for robust legislation to support and promote these facets. And that's precisely what the Ingenios Code stands as. This code doesn't just set the legal foundations to support intellectual property. It goes further. It defines clearly and precisely the categories under which various manifestations of human intellect can be registered. We're talking patents, brands, copyrights, industrial designs, and much more. Each of these categories has its peculiarities, and the code details how they should be treated, ensuring tailored protection. Furthermore, the Ingenios Code addresses the rights and duties of those holding intellectual property. This is essential because it's not just about having legal backing for your creation or invention, but understanding how you can exercise those rights and what your responsibilities are. But what if someone violates those rights? The code doesn't leave this to chance. It establishes protection mechanisms and the corresponding sanctions for those who commit infringements. In this way, it becomes a tool of justice, aiming to balance respect for intellectual property with development and innovation. Lastly, and this is crucial, the Ingenios Code has a futuristic vision. It acknowledges that we live in a world of constant change and evolution. Therefore, it provides a flexible framework that can adjust to Ecuador news realities and needs. In essence, the Ingenios Code is not just a law, it's a commitment by the Ecuadorian state to foster culture, innovation, and creativity, ensuring those who venture into their realm of creation have the support and protection they deserve. We live in an era of information and knowledge, where every day we witness incredible innovations and artistic, literary, and scientific creations that shape and enrich our society. In this context, intellectual rights aren't just another branch of law. It's the tool ensuring this torrent of creativity flows fairly and equitably. Understanding the foundations and scopes of intellectual rights gives us the ability to recognize the value of the intangible, of what arises from the human mind. And all thought intangible has a real and tangible impact on our daily life. This knowledge lets us ensure our ideas, inventions, and artistic works are properly protected, fostering an environment where the innovation is rewarded and creativity is encouraged. And beyond protection, it's also a call to respect others' creations, acknowledging the effort and brilliance behind each work. Invention or brand, it's a shared responsibility where we all as a society must play an active role. At In Solidum Lawyers, we understand the depth and complexity of this area. Our commitment isn't just to provide you with quality legal advice, but also to accompany, educate, and guide you through the intricate world of intellectual rights in Ecuador. We know that behind every inquiry is a dream, a project, or a vocation, and we are here to support you at every stage. If this video has raised more questions in you, or if you're in a situation where you need a specialized legal guidance, don't wait any longer. Get in touch with us. Our mission is to be that bridge connecting you with your rights and empowering you in the legal world. Thank you for joining us on this journey. See you in the next video, and remember, your creation has invaluable worth and deserves protection.